Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
Welcome to Frankenstein Control, your source for butt stroking.
What?
If you're fully vaccinated, come on down to Frankenstein Control headquarters, address and date to be determined, for a fan meet and greet along with a complimentary butt stroking session.
Oh, God.
Which one of us administer the butt strokes?
Me, because I'm the only one equipped to do so.
Okay.
You got giant hands
Well,
for stroking.
not only
stroking
that,
butts.
I was speaking with a friend of the show, Steven, today, and he was listening to some of our old episodes. He catches up in giant batches.
Yeah.
And it was the one where we were mentioning how he and I, in our naive youths, referred to the act of delivering a melee attack with a gun. We used to call that smiting. Yeah, and how that was funny. And he's like, oh, and he was like, wait a minute. Oh, that was only a you and me thing? Where did we get that from? And I'm like, we just thought it was funny. That's why we called it that. And he's like, that's not what it's actually called, to hit someone with a gun? And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure we made that up. So he's like, what's it called then? What do people call it? And I was like, I'm pretty sure if I enlisted, because I'm still under 35, and went to boot camp, I would still be expectant and disappointed when the drill sergeant did not refer to that as smiting. But
you found out it's actually called a butt stroke?
It's called, and I copied from Wikipedia here, a butt stroke or butt stroking is the act of striking someone with the butt stock of a rifle, shotgun, or similar long gun.
Oh, you strike someone with the butt of a gun.
And that is why it is referred to as a butt stroke.
Oh, okay. So this went from erotic to violent real quick.
Like most things I introduced to us.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
I don't have a complex. Before we go any further off the rails, though, let's have a word from our sponsors, because we do have one tonight. It's not Cologuard, shit in a box. Frankenstein Control is brought to you tonight by the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine, the developers of which want to urge all Americans to get the vaccine, even if it's not their version, so we can all protect our loved ones and start to build a new and better normal. The J&J developers are really trying to shore up some trust and public support after the CDC recommended pausing the use of their vaccine variant. I'm not sure if that happened today, but it definitely happened this week. That's following concerns about blood clots and other side effects from that particular vaccine variant.
Oh, good thing I got the Pfizer.
Yeah, I got Moderna. So, most notably, a significant number of J&J recipients reported experiencing the same fever-induced hallucination that they were trapped inside the music video of Michael Jackson's 1989 hit Speed Demon, which was unanimously described as a kaleidoscope of nightmares by all afflicted. So, you heard it here, folks. For the good of being able to see your grandma again, brave the delirium Jacksons and get yourself vaccinated when you get the chance.
Wow.
So I'm going to turn the show over to you guys at this point now. I'm not going to go on a huge fucking tangent like I have done the last 3 or 4 episodes where the intro is just half the episode. So I'll turn it over to you.
Welcome to Frankendog Control. I'm your host, the Moderna vaccine. To my left is Pfizer.
I'm Pfizer. You can find me in needles that are found outside of bars. Pick them up, inject them directly into your blood. Nothing bad will happen.
And in front of me, as always, is Johnson Big Johnson.
Sure.
We're Frankenstein Control, the #1 purveyors of stupid shit. We're here yet again to brighten your week with all the latest news, booze, and Crews. Terry Crews, mostly. Mostly Terry Crews. He's here. He's outside. Listen.
And not Mike Tyson.
No, not Mike Tyson, just Terry Crews.
Okay.
The less we talk about that, the better.
Terry Crews is a delightful human being. However, there's a period of time, and I'm not at all positive this period of time has ceased, where every time I saw Terry Crews, he was more and more muscular and ripped, to the point where I began to be worried about him, like he suffered from body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
And I was like, has anyone told him he's good enough and that he can stop? Please, Mr. Crews, you're a gem. Please, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. You look fine.
Terry Crews must be stopped.
He's just turning into a deviant artist muscle fetish.
Oh no. God.
He's going to look like Carl when he got off the Insano Flex. I'm just going to stand here and look awesome.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, we're back at it again at this particular Krispy Kreme. They haven't thrown us out yet. I'm happy to be back. B-Rye, what you been up to this last week?
I have been learning all kinds of weird, bizarre shit to talk about on the podcast.
Oh.
Because that's the foundation of the comedy that I write.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pleased to say I have something somewhat enjoyable to talk about. I know that the next time I make a Dark Elf character in any Elder Scrolls, what I'm going to choose to name him. Dark Elves, traditionally, according to lore, have Babylonian or Assyrian names. Names taken from sort of ancient Mesopotamia. Mm-hmm. So I am going to use the name, and I'm not at all convinced that I am pronouncing this correctly.
Fails this the farty?
No, but that's hilarious.
Okay.
What I should have done is covered all my bases and looked up a YouTube video about this and heard how the experts pronounced this name before I made an ass of myself by doing it here, but I'm going to call him Ia Nasir, and the reason for that is delightful. Ia Nasir was a Babylonian con man from 4,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. And
he's really old.
Yeah, he's still around.
Is he the one selling bad copper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where there's
people meme about that all the time.
There's huge. Apparently that's a well-known thing. I just found out about it this past week, and I was delighted by it. But he was apparently a very shifty businessman. Have you heard about Ia Nasir?
I have not heard about this man.
He was a Babylonian con man who sold the most famous. There's a shit ton of like cuneiform complaint tablets written about his various business interests and how shoddy they were. The most famous of which was the copper one that Ada mentioned. And it's basically the guy was like, Ia Nasir, you said you were going to sell me good grade copper, but you sold me, I paid for good grade copper and you gave me shitty copper, and you were rude to my slave who collected the copper.
No one's rude to my slave but me!
So apparently there's a bunch of different industries that he was involved with, and all of them have like complaints about him, like real estate and lumber and copper and all. He had his fingers in a lot of Mesopotamian pies, and he was not washing his hands. No.
Oh no.
A very shifty individual, and that amuses me greatly. And I one of the running theory on why there's so many well preserved bad reviews of him.
The world's first Yelp review was about Ysmir's beard.
Yeah. This guy, they think that a lot of them are so well preserved because he preserved them himself. Uh-huh. He collected and kept all of his complaint tablets in his own house, and they think that's why they were so well preserved and consolidated.
Wow. Funny. Damn, what a G. That's really funny.
He archives his anon-hate.
I appreciated learning about that today. I'm doubtless, just as Ada herself was not, knew you had heard about this already. I'm sure some of our Joshes have heard about this already, but
I didn't. I learned something new today.
I enjoyed learning about that this week.
The more you know.
I did not enjoy driving to Richmond over the weekend for an exam in my contacts class. That sucked. But I tried to make the best of it, and I stayed in a hotel, and I watched bad TV, and I read a bunch of my book, and that's all. That's all I did. I took a nap and got Taco Bell. I did that too.
Living the dream.
Yep, pretty much.
Did you open the mini fridge?
I did, and I put one of my 4 beef burritos that I got from Taco Bell in there to serve as lunch the next day, and the fridge didn't work very well, so when I opened it up the next morning, my beef burrito wasn't very cold, and Taco Bell's already sort of dodgy, so I was like, I don't think I'm going to eat this.
There's not real meat in there to go bad.
But there is like sour cream and shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
That ain't sour cream. That's shaving cream that they flavored to fool you into thinking it's sour cream.
It's expired sour cream, or expired shaving cream.
That's sour cream. That's shaving cream that they flavored gross.
What do you think shaving cream is? It's just expired sour cream.
My God.
Yes, the circle of cream.
Creamy circles.
I don't like that at all.
That's Post Malone's new swan song.
Creamy circles.
Creamy circles. It'll be his redo of Circles, but involves a lot more cream.
It's all about the cream, though.
Is it the vaporwave version of the song?
Yes. Yes, it is. Cream circles. Buy it today on Spotify and Netflix. Ooh. And
what if you had little aliens?
Redbox.
You had little aliens living in your fridge, and they put cryptic signs in your creams, like your cream cheese and your sour cream, and they were cream circles.
I probably wouldn't notice.
You just scoop a big old blast of sour you just dollop it onto your cereal bowl in the morning. You say, that's a tasty ass cream right there.
Because I'm a disgusting little trash goblin, I tend to just like get any chip I can and dip it directly into a bucket of sour cream.
I've seen you do that on many occasions,
and that's just the best dip. And I routinely startle myself if I get something like Flamin' Hot Cheetos or Doritos or something, because I dip that in the sour cream and it leaves like the chippy residue in it. So I open up my sour cream expecting to see white, and I see little flecks of red and green. I'm like, oh god! Oh no, it's just me dipping. It's fine.
Nope, that is actually a deadly mole.
It's just my disgusting eating habits.
Don't tell anyone how I live.
Yes.
You have a Band-Aid on you.
Yes, that's because I got the Microsoft Mega Chip in my arm, and now I'll be twice as gay and twice as autistic.
Yes, I fucking vaccinated. You got your Microsoft Mega Chip.
Yep, it was a very quick and painless process.
How did your arm feel afterwards? Because mine hurt like hell.
A little bit of soreness, but that went away in like 15 minutes. They had you wait there.
I did the old fry. I feel like I got mauled by Jesus.
Mauled by Jesus?
It's the thing. I forget what episode that's in. They all get beaten up, and that might be the episode where they get superpowers from the cream that Bender gives them.
It's always coming back to cream here on Frankenstein Cream.
Franken cream control.
Oh, Creamenstein.
No. Creamenstein's memester.
But I didn't get any of the arm pain.
You didn't get any arm pain?
I didn't get any arm pain. I think the worst I got was like a brief moment, like when I was tucking into bed that night. I had like some shivers a little bit. But that was it. That was like the worst of it. I'm sure I'm in for an ass whooping for the second round, though. I think that's what's going to happen. That's when the real Bill Gates microchip kicks in. It starts punching your liver.
That's when you're going to wake up and going to look over in the half light of your room, and the lamp's going to click on. It's going to be Bill Gates himself, and he's going to say, "Hi there. We're going to get weird."
And he's going to jump over a chair at me.
Yep.
Bill Gates, I'm protected from you because I put this wall of chairs between you and I. There's no way you can pass. Oh God, he's jumped right over them. My perfect defenses squandered.
My God, it's Bill Gates with the steel chair.
That's like the weird, like somewhat physically impressive, but also weirdly cringeworthy ability that like famous people like to demonstrate when they're in public like that. Like there's another, I think it was a 60 Minutes thing of all friggin' things.
Oh no!
Justin Trudeau demonstrated his old party trick from college of being able to fall down a flight of stairs and be unharmed. And I'm serious.
Who?
Like the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau.
This sounds awesome. What do you mean cringy?
Which just like one of those things where it's like sort of, oh, cool, bro, but like no one asked them to do that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And,
what are you talking about? If Justin Trudeau rolled up on my ass and said, I can fake falling down the stairs and not get hurt, I'd be like, $10 says you can't. I want to see it.
I suppose fake falling is better than real falling.
Yeah. Then he goes, crashing, pinwheeling down the stairs, ragdolling like an Oblivion character. Says, "Sacre bleu!"
Justin Trudeau. He doesn't have a French accent.
I know, but
his last name is French.
He has to be able to speak French.
I guess so.
His last name is French. Eight is correct.
Oh, it's still really funny.
Which, as everybody knows, if you have a French last name, then you can speak French.
He has the same last name as Yves Trudeau, the French-Canadian
His sister,
serial
who he
killer.
married.
Oh, no.
Actually, no. Yves is a masculine French name. It's spelled Y-V-E-S.
Mm-hmm.
And Yves Trudeau was a diminutive French-Canadian biker who was also a serial killer.
Goodness.
Yeah, those are not things you associate traditionally with the Canadians.
Yeah.
You associate whimsical terms for bacon. And
Tim Hortons.
terminal politeness and Mounties.
And loonies.
And loonies. Loonies and toonies.
Loonies and toonies is what LeBron James is getting paid in.
What?
You're gonna have to explain that one, bub.
To do Space Jam.
Oh. That was a lot lower brow than I was expecting, and I'm also disappointed in myself for not immediately getting it, because it's very obvious.
What if he has any gambling debt he has to pay off now?
Yeah, probably.
It's the only reason they got Michael Jordan.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
This is because he had a gambling problem?
Yeah.
Wait, I knew he had a gambling problem. I didn't know Space Jam was directly because of it.
I don't know that for certain, but it's what I believe and will propagate blindly.
And I will not dispute it, because he's a well-known douche.
Yes, believe me, I am to be trusted.
Allegedly, all of this. Last thing we need is fucking Michael Jordan suing Frankenstein Control for all our Cola Guard money.
You'll get all 30 cents.
All 30
He
cents.
won't even be able to play a slot machine with that. You can't even go to the grocery store and get a gumball with that anymore.
Wait, really? They're not 25 cents no more?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention to those.
Man, that'd be really annoying to put like a 3 dimes and a nickel in there and be like, it's 35 cents now.
I don't even have enough to get a Homeboys figure. The only place I've ever seen the existence of those Homeboys figures referenced was Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
When fucking Dr. Orpheus gets one from a vending machine at the diner.
And I've imprisoned his soul inside of this homeboy.
Yeah. This Homeboy figurine I made the purchase of in your entryway.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think of all the various dumb crap that was in gumball machines. But it should just be a gumball, but no.
I've told the story. I know I've told the story of the plastic foot.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was an early episode Frankenstein
He just
Control.
got like a plastic foot on a string.
Yeah, it was literally a plastic foot on a piece of plastic string.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it was not any of the prizes that are advertised on the front of the vending machine as possible.
It was an advertisement for Call of Duty Feet Edition.
This is a good.
We need to explain that.
This is a good 20 years before Call of Duty came out, but.
One of our avid listeners had a intrusive shower thought that was just Call of Duty Feet Edition. No, there's no explanation for it or elaboration. It's just Call of Duty Feet Edition.
But they felt the need to tell all of us this. So now it's intrusively in our thoughts.
Yes.
I just pictured like normal Call of Duty, but like, you know, going back to basics like World War II Call of Duty, and like on screen you just see the person firing their M1 Garand rifle until the ping of the
Oh, I love that sound.
flies out, and then a foot comes up and kicks back the charging handle and inserts the next block of ammo into the gun.
I like that.
It's just you reload with your feet.
Oh, that's a clip. The thing that people typically call clips when they're like referring to guns and stuff, that's a magazine.
Yeah, that's a magazine. Know your gun terminology. If you don't know your gun terminology, you can't at me about the dangerous things people use to kill children.
Just by the way, I thought I'd put that out there. I'm not doing that as like a correction.
No,
I'm doing this as like a friendly word of warning because there's just...
So you don't get shot over
There's just fucking idiots out there who will ram their shit down your throats if you just say that. So like, it's better to just... say the right word and not get involved with those dipshits.
The best comeback to that I ever saw, the best and saddest, was, "It's called an Armalite rifle," screamed Tommy Lauren at a child's grave.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Is it the end of Frankenstein Control? Can we end on that? No, I don't mean the end of the episode, the end of the show. For good. That's it. We've said the worst thing.
I want to shift gears entirely here and talk about a fun thing. We've mentioned Venture Brothers and goofy characters. I want to talk about the Harley Quinn show that's on HBO Max.
Is it an animated one?
It's animated.
Okay.
And it's fucking fantastic.
Woody Harrelson Quinn.
I saw a bit from that, just a single bit that was pretty funny.
What was the bit you saw?
Where she's like had the shootout with these two thugs, and she grabs this ray gun and shoots the guy, and it doesn't do anything to him. And he's like, "What even was that?" She's like, "I don't even know." And looks at the box, and it just says "cancer ray."
Oh my god!
And the guy's like, "Oh man, Johnson, you got cancer. Oh man, I'm gonna go. You know what? Forget this. I'm gonna run off and spend the holidays with my kids." Just leaves the fight.
That's just a throwback to the Venture Brothers bit where he's fighting Baron Underbite's men, and he Brock is in typical top form. He's brutalizing them left and right, ripping their arms off and shit. And he grabs one guy by the balls, and he's about to tear his nuts off, and all of a sudden he pauses, and the henchman pauses too, and he's like, "Oh my god, I don't know how to tell you this, man, but I feel a lump." And the guy's like, "Oh god, oh god." And Brock's like, "Oh god, I'm so sorry, man." And they just stop. Everybody stops fighting. Everybody stops fighting. He's like, "I must go home and see my wife." He's like, "Yeah, you do that, man." And he just lets him go.
The cancer ray.
But the show is fantastic. You mentioned a couple episodes ago, Taylor, the new Suicide Squad movie with a shark boy in it.
Yeah, Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
It is King Shark. I now
King
realize.
Shark. I knew there was a K word in
retrospect,
there.
King Shark?
In retrospect, I realized it was King Shark that you were talking about, and I only realized that because he's in the crew on.
I mean, there's only so many K words that you could use for shark, like King Shark, Killer Shark, Ku Klux Shark. He's got the fin, so if you put a hood on him, there you go.
Well,
oh my god,
instant villain.
The fantastic thing about King Shark is that on the Harley Quinn show, he is voiced by a black man, and I think it's the perfect voice for him. And he is traditionally supposed to be Hawaiian.
Well, then I take back my previous statement about the sheet.
Yeah, he's
can't actually be doing that.
I believe he's traditionally supposed to be Hawaiian in his actual lore background, which leads.
That's
to
what happened to the Somewhere Over the Rainbow guy. He didn't die. He just turned into a demented shark man.
I kind of like that. That's actually that's happier. But he's going to be voiced. I don't like this. This does not gel with my previous statements regarding King Shark. He's going to be voiced by Sylvester Stallone in Suicide Squad, the next movie that's coming out, and I'm not sure if I like that choice.
Well, I think it kind of works. Like, a person with a shark mouth can't talk properly.
No.
I'm sorry, they got a fucked up shark mouth. Who better to voice act than somebody who has a fucked up Sylvester Stallone mouth?
True.
I hear that Sylvester Stallone's teeth regrow when you pull them out.
Ah.
He constantly has 3 sets in his head, just
They
ready
just
to come
rotate
out.
forward.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is it?
Rows and rows of Stallone teeth.
He made a killing on the for the Tooth Fairy as a kid. He bled his parents dry. That's how he fed his acting career.
After his family kicked him out and they were post Stallone.
That was good. We all walked right into that one.
Woo!
The cast, the voice acting on the Harley Quinn show is fantastic.
Yeah.
Everyone is fantastically voiced, first and foremost. The animation's great. The writing is stellar. It's extremely fucking funny.
Every little skit that I've seen was really funny.
Yeah. Lex Luthor.
Good shit.
Lex Luthor himself is voiced by Giancarlo Esposito, who most people would know as Gus Fring, the terrifying drug lord from Breaking Bad. Dr. Psycho, who's one of Harley's crew, he's like a misogynist supervillain, and they really play up the misogyny angle on the show, and it's really fucking funny. He is voiced by Buster from Arrested Development. Tony Hale. The Penguin is Wayne Knight, who of course is
Newman.
Yeah, Newman, and the "We got Dodson here" guy from the Jurassic Park memes.
And also,
he's in Dirty Dancing. But
he was in Space Jam.
Yeah.
I'm not making joke. They pump him up like a big old balloon, and he goes flying around and makes poopy farts.
I remember that.
And everybody goes, hoo, stinky.
That's funny.
And it's like, that's comedy right there. I don't care who you are, American people. They think that funny. You fart is good.
And then they tickled his big feet.
Well, actually... I'll go. You will bet you gonna tickle these long toes.
No.
Bringing that one back.
The only thing that was like watchable at all that was on TV when I was in the hotel was like ghost shit of that caliber.
Oh my god,
that's all I like.
But since you were all alone in a random place, you were like, "Ooh, I'm kind of spooked out now. I'm spooked."
If they were actually good ghost shows, I would have been. These were so stupid I couldn't have been scared.
Oh, okay.
But usually I don't watch ghost shit unless I have Lissa around.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Otherwise, the smoke ghost will get you.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh no, I was gonna say the best character on the breakout character.
Is it Wayne Knight?
No, it is not Wayne Knight. The best character on Harley Quinn is Kite Man.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh my god,
he's fucking hilarious. Do you know who Kite Man is at all in like the DC universe? I didn't know who he was.
Apparently, he uses kites to fight or something.
That's all he does. That's his only, and he constantly refers to it as a superpower. And his superpower is having kites.
Yeah.
And all he does is have this stupid like hang glider like kite pop out of the back of his costume. It is surprisingly practical, and he does rescue them a lot with it. But he has no fighting ability at all.
He just has kites.
He just has a stupid kite. And
does he ever get struck by lightning?
No.
Oh wow!
At least not yet, anyway. But he's a very genuine and good person, and he loves Poison Ivy, and he like starts dating her in the second season. and like Dr. Psycho's like, this is the kind of guy that does it for you. He's voiced by I can't remember his name. I should have looked his name up, but I know him as, if you've ever watched Ugly Americans, which was a fantastic animated series back in Comedy Central back in the day. He was Mark Lilly.
Is that the one with the wizard?
Yeah.
Who's voiced by Master Shake?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, he wasn't voiced by Master Shake. He just sort of sounded like him.
Well, what am I thinking of? I swear there's somewhere where a wizard is voiced by Oh, he's the monk guy in Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers, the alchemist.
Yeah, okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, squared that away. Whew.
Yeah, no, he's the alchemist on Venture Brothers. But it's very easy to get these shows conflated with each other because, like, the Harley Quinn show parodies supervillains so much and so well that it almost takes pages from Venture Brothers. Like, it's really well done. But Kite Man is voiced by the guy who did Mark Lilly from Ugly Americans. And there's like a fight I think it's the second episode where they're at a bar mitzvah for the Penguin's nephew, and naturally a fight breaks out between all the supervillains in attendance.
Is the Penguin supposed to be Jewish?
In this iteration he is, and it works.
Okay.
And it's nice.
Cobblepot?
Yeah.
Is that a Jewish name?
I don't know.
Oswald Cobblepot?
Now I'm actually curious if he's always supposed to be Jewish.
I don't know if he is or not.
If they did it as like a gag or something, yeah.
They might have just done it for this, but...
as an excuse to have a villain bar mitzvah, essentially.
And like a fight breaks out naturally, and well,
because frankly, I haven't seen the show. My impression was that the bar mitzvah is like his nephew is a fucking actual penguin. Like they're at like the zoo and there's just a shitload of penguins, and he's having there's like this little penguin in a yarmulke.
No,
he's cute.
He's a human boy. But like the fight breaks out naturally, and Harley wants to take on the Joker, of course, because this is post breakup. That's another thing that I really liked about the show, because too many stupid people on Facebook were idolizing the Joker and Harley's relationship there for about 10 years, and it was really nauseating and dumb. And so now they're sort of reclaiming and revamping the character by firmly and permanently breaking them up, and I love that take.
Yeah,
it's a good take.
She wants to fight the Joker. She's like, I'll take the stupid Joker. Like, Ivy, you take Scarecrow. And she's like, Kite Man, you handle Bane. Bane just backhands Kite Man across the room into the present pile, and he's just like, I want to go home.
So is the Joker more like a Mark Hamill Joker or a Jared Leto Joker?
He's Alan Tudyk.
What? Really?
Alan Tudyk is the Joker, and he's fucking fantastic at it. He's really good at it.
Well, like, what's the attitude? What's the attitude?
Like a silly, or is he edgy?
Oh, he's definitely like a grown-up, because they can say the fuck word. It's HBO. So there's lots of profanity on the show. He is like a much more adult-themed version of the Mark Hamill Joker.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the best version.
It's just me, Harley, but I get to say the fuck word.
Pretty much.
Our family, you're not allowed to swear. We have you on the Disney contract.
That's why they hired Alan Tudyk to do the job.
Alan Tudyk is
He has 2 dicks.
Say, that's pretty funny. I don't get to do Joker impressions a lot. Let me have this. Stop holding that gun to me.
We know you don't need permission for this. You do this alone in your room.
I did.
I hear Joker cackles from your room daily.
Oh, God, that's not true. That is not true.
Yes,
There's a lot of weird shit about me. That is not true.
It's true.
It's not.
Quit denying.
I talk to myself a lot, but not in the Joker
Not,
voice. Not all the time, at least. Anyway, shit. Harley's Quinn
is good.
Is a good one.
She herself is voiced by Kaylee Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory, the blonde girl from The Big Bang Theory.
Bazingo?
Yeah.
Bazoinga?
Babongo?
And she does a pretty good job.
Zimbabwe?
Yeah, that's who is Harley, and she's pretty good.
Wow.
She doesn't quite have the... I'm just glossing right over that because I'd prefer not to dwell on it. She doesn't quite have the sort of Queens girl accent that she. Oh, here's another thing: is that I thought regarding the art style, I thought it did a paid really good homage to
Bruce Timm.
Mm-hmm. Bruce Timm is like a creative director for the show, so he's actually involved, which is why the characters look a lot. It's like got a fun, fresh, updated art style, but it also like clearly.
Does it have more than 2 faces?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Okay.
More than female body, male face, female face.
Yeah. No,
he's the Eiichiro Oda of America.
Oh, God, he really is. It's terrifying.
At least for his attractive characters.
Yeah.
It's the art style is fresh enough that it's good, but it also clearly pays its dues to what you would expect the characters to look like if you grew up in your our age.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Harley and Ivy are supposed to be in this iteration around our age too. So it's like we're old, but also we're
adults.
We're adults.
Real
now.
adults.
Yeah, and it's great.
Being an adult isn't great. I hurt in the morning.
There's an episode where they have to go to...
I get out of bed and it's painful, and my lumbago kicks in, and I go, oh, where's my grape nuts?
Oh! You don't have any grape nuts because of the national grape nut shortage. Gripping our nation!
Graping our nation!
No!
One thing, so a brief aside here.
Is there a grape nut heist in Harley Quinn?
No, but that would be really funny if there was. Our inner circle, our Discord circle has become obsessed with the grape nut cereal as of late. And one thing I've forgotten to ask at all during all pertinent discussions of grape nuts is why the fuck did they name it grape nuts?
I don't know. I ask that every day. Every time I think of grape nuts, I'm like, why do they call it grape nuts? They're not grapey. They're not nutty.
Why
They're
the
just
fuck?
It's just horse food that tastes pretty good when you put milk in it.
I have one simple answer for you, and it's when Jonathan Beckinsale made grape nuts in 1853, they asked him, now this doesn't contain grapes in it, nor does it have nuts. Why on earth would you name it such a thing as grape nuts? And Beckinsale, he just stared him straight in the eye and said, grape these nuts, bitch! And then he dived out a window and gave everything to John Kellogg in his will.
Yeah. And John Kellogg said, well,
I'm sorry, Merriweather Post.
There's no way this
Merriweather Post Pavilion. Oh my God!
That's why it's called that.
That's the same. That's the same lady. The Grape Nuts heiress is the one and only Merriweather Post Pavilion is fucking the lady who brought us honeycomb and grape nuts.
I saw the Decemberists there, and they Best Coast opened for them, and it was a rad fucking show.
And they were like, "Ho, get a bowl of grape nuts."
This is three times funnier because I am actually wearing my Colin Malloy t-shirt.
Oh my God! There it is. It's got a bunch of speedometers on it.
Yep.
Along with the words Colin Melon.
Yep.
Colon melon.
Colin Melon.
No, it's Colin.
Oh man, how the fuck did we go from Harley Quinn to Grape Nuts so fast?
I don't know.
It's like a store. Oh yeah, because that's right. We were talking about Harley Quinn's age, and I was just about to be like, B-Rai, you say that they're our age, but How old was Fry, B-Rye? How old is Fry in Futurama?
He's 25, I think.
Yeah, so there you go.
We're older than lots of the people we grew up thinking those were adults, and that's terrifying.
Now we're all old and shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to retread old ground, because that's what old people do. Don't want to go back to the same subject over and over. Be like, I bought grape nuts today. That's great, Mom. What else? What else did you do this week? Well, I bought grape nuts. I'm like, Mother.
It's a good thing you don't want to retread old ground because our ground is actually running out.
Oh shit! This Krispy Kreme that we've been at, it's been on wheels the whole time, and now I see it in the distance. There, the road. It's ending. It go down.
No, it doesn't go down.
It go down.
No, it doesn't go down.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.